Okay guys, so you could be watching this on Friday or earlier. We're going to do the last two sections of the square roots, okay? So it was just kind of a quick week, hey, here's square roots, let's get familiar with them, or if you already were, maybe remember how they work. We're going to look at addition and subtraction of square roots, okay? And they're actually very similar. The only difference is one is plus and one is minus. So in order to add and subtract, so we're going to add, okay, the coefficients. Okay, coefficients is the fancy number way to say the number in front of the square root. Okay, so again, coefficient is a fancy way of saying the number in front of the square root. So we're going to add the numbers in front of the square roots if and if and only if the square roots are the same. So if I had 2 square root 3 plus 3 square root 3, I can add these because they're both square root 3, and I'd add the coefficients 2 and 3. So this would become 2 plus 3 square root 3, so 5 square root 3. Okay, it's a very simple example. But the big thing with these is that the radicals, the square roots, which are called radicals, have to be the same. So let's do just a nice simple example. So if I had 3 square root 2 plus 5 square root 2 plus 6 square root 2, and I want to add those, because they're all square root 2's, I'm good to go. That would be 3 plus 5 plus 6 square root 2. That's going to stay the same. Okay, it's like saying 2x plus 3x, that becomes 5x. Because of the addition, my square root 2 does not change. So 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 6 is 14. So my answer is 14 square root 2. Now that one was really nice. It was set up for us. All of them matched. But what if we get something like square root of 27 plus 2 square root 3 plus square root 12? Well, currently, my square roots don't match. 27, 3, and 12 are not the same number. So we're going to see if we could simplify these down. 27 we know is 9 times 3, and 9 is 3 times 3. So there is a pair of 3's. So this becomes 3 with a 3 left over, square root 3. 3 is prime, so we can't do anything with that. So plus 2 square root 3. Okay, 12. Well, 12 is a lot of things. That's 2 times 6, and that's 2 times 3. There is a pair of 2's. So that becomes 2 square root 3, because that 3 was left over. So now we have all the same square roots. So we're going to take 3 plus 2 plus 2, square root 3. So 3 plus 2 is 5, 6, 7. So 7 square root 3. Okay. So the idea is if they're matching, add them together. If they're not, let's simplify and see if we could get it to where they are matching and then add them together. Okay, subtraction is the same, so same as addition. Only with a minus. Okay, so in this case, if we had like 4 square root 2 minus 5 square root 2, I'd have 4 minus 5 square root 2. And we know 4 minus 5 is negative 1 square root 2. Okay, so same process, just a subtract. Okay, so let's look at a good example. Let's do 3 square root 3 minus 5 square root 3 minus, or let's do plus 6 square root 3. We're going to add plus and minuses. So I would set this up. They're all square root 3. So 3 minus 5 plus 6 square root 3. Order of operations says left to right. So 3 minus 5 is negative 2 plus 6 square root 3. Negative 2 plus 3 was 4 square root 3. Okay. Let's look at this one. If I have square root 20 minus square root 5. Currently in this state, they don't match, so we are going to break down 20. 20 is 5 times 4, and 4 is 2 times 2. There's my pairing. So that becomes 2 square root 5, because 5 was left, minus square root 5. Okay. That's 2 minus, and right here in front is a 1. So 2 minus 1 square root 5. So 2 minus 1 is 1 square root 5. So if there isn't a number in front originally, put a 1 there. That's what it means. Okay, 2 more examples. What if we had 7 square root 3 minus 2 square root 2 plus 3 square root 2 plus 5 square root 3? Okay, if you notice, 3, 2, 2, 3, those are our prime numbers. We can't break those down. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine like terms. We're going to put our square roots together, our square root 3's together, and our square root 2's together. So I'd have 7 plus 5 square root 3 plus negative 2 plus 3 square root 2. So 7 plus 5 is, what is that, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 square root 3 plus negative 2 plus 3 is 1 square root 2. Okay, so sometimes they don't all combine. You might end up with 2 answers. I just want to look at number 27 real quick. You don't have to put this one on your notes. I will put it on just a separate piece of paper, but I want you guys to be aware of number 27 in your assignment. So number 27 has square root 3 times square root 7 plus 3 square root 2. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to distribute this. Remember with the multiplication, that's square root 3 times 7 plus 3 times 2 times 3 under the square root. So that's square root 21 plus 3 square root 6. If you notice, these aren't going to simplify at all, and because these two square roots are not the same, this is actually going to be your answer. Okay, I kind of slipped that one in on you guys, so I thought I would do it with you. But with square roots, they follow every other rule about distributive property, and we multiply what's underneath the square roots together. Okay, guys, have a great day, or a great week, great everything. I will have your new cover sheet and assignments ready for you on Monday. So I hope you guys are doing well, and yeah, we'll talk later. Bye.